Hey, we're less than 48 hours away from the first race of the Formula One season, and it's gearing up to be an absolute showcase. For many fans today, some of them are joining us live in the studio. This was their first opportunity to see the seven-time champion Lewis Hamilton on track in Ferrari red.
4:30 we got here, so a bit of an early wake up.
Yeah, Lewis all the way.
I'm so excited to see Lewis in red.
I know who I am, I know where I'm going, I know what energy and time and effort I need to put in to get there. The fact that out of 8 billion people, there's only 20 drivers in Formula One, and we're one of those drivers. It's such a privilege to be here.
Here with more expert Guenther Steiner! Oh my gosh, here we go.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. So thrilling. Now, you've been at the track today. How is it down there? What's the atmosphere like?
Hot it was, you know. The atmosphere was very nice. It was very good. I mean, there was lots of people there. Lots of people. Very impressive how many people came out to watch the first free practice this year. But interesting also the racing. It looks like we are up for a good season this year, you know, and also looks good for the weekend because big competition. I mean, everything was so close. A few little surprises. Who is good and who is not so good. But no, all well.
Well, you've come to Melbourne before as a team principal. What do the drivers make of this track? I think they really like it, don't they?
Yeah, they all like it. They like the track. They like the atmosphere. I mean, if you are welcome so much, we are all human beings. And when you know that affection is there to welcome you, that's always nice. That motivates you, you know. Wants to make you go and do a good job for the people. And no, they all love, but also the teams, they all love to come here, you know, because it's good weather, good food. You know, what more you want? Good racing. Yeah, except what's not to like, you know.
Well, hopefully the weather isn't going to play too much of a part there, but it's set to be the first wet Grand Prix in Melbourne in 15 years. Are we going to see some collisions?
If it is raining, normally there are some collisions. So, I mean, it's predicted to be almost for sure raining, but it's just like how much it is going to rain. You know, I hope it's not too much that the race is, you know, postponed or delayed or something. But you know, rain is part of racing. You know, it's they need to adapt to it. But normally, when it rains, there is a little bit more friction between the cars because somebody goes off and things happen which normally don't happen. But it can make also for a very interesting race and for some surprises in the result.
And as everyone knows who's watched Drive to Survive, you don't like an umbrella, so that's not going to work in your favour whatsoever. Now, is this a chance this year that we see an Aussie break the curse? Is Piastri in with a chance? Is Doohan in with a chance? What's going to happen?
I think Oscar is in with a chance for sure to go to the podium, onto the podium. And I predicted before we started that between him, Lando Norris and Oscar, there's nothing in between, in my opinion. It's a 50-50 chance who wins. They are, I think, in the best car. Also, again, it showed that the McLaren is the car to beat this year, which was already pretty clear after the testing, but the other ones are so close. I mean, Charles Leclerc was fastest in free practice too. So I think the Ferrari are very good and can challenge the McLarens in qualifying, but in the race, in the McLarens in the simulation of the race, what you do on FP2 at the end, they were very fast. So I think it will be between the two McLarens. Obviously, as you said, the rain maybe disturbs that because somebody else could surprise us. But if it is dry, I think it is between the two McLarens. And Oscar Piastri, I see him equal to Lando Norris. Lando won a lot last year, finished second in the World Championship. I think this year it's between them two to go for it.
And what about Lewis Hamilton? First time he's wearing red of the Ferrari. How do you think he's going to go on the day? There's a lot of hype about his arrival to Ferrari.
Yeah, I saw him today. He even walked past the fans. You know, it was almost surprised because normally he didn't do it. I mean, I think he really enjoys to be there, you know, and embraces it.
I mean, he looks the business. Look at that. What a rock star.
Pretty cool, huh?
Very cool. You know what it's like. You know what the fans are like. You get bothered. Are they hassling you? Are they asking you to call them wankers and stuff?
They ask me a lot. Yeah, they are a lot.
Swear. During the break, you can swear at me.
Yeah. Not now.
Oh, no, not now. But the way you said it's F-O-K. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
So, Lewis did a good job today. Leclerc was better than him, but you need to adapt to the car, to the team, and obviously you don't want to overdo it in the first day of practice on a Grand Prix. But he was very consistent, very solid. You know, Lewis is a 7-time world champion. We don't have to doubt him, I must say. We just can see how good actually is Leclerc, you know. So we will find that one out. But no, it was all good.
It's the first Grand Prix of the season, so who knows what's going to happen. It'll be very interesting. Guenther Steiner, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Catch all of this weekend's F1 action. action on 10 and 10 play. Guenther Steiner, everybody.